It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Dolphins and the Raiders, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Tua. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Eckler will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
That one complete to Trey Tucker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
The Raiders had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind. And the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Looking to throw. Harrell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And he was looking for Jalen Waddle there.
And now it's second down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play. And they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it. And he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Under pressure, they got him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taking it about the 16. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. It's Klein. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd and 1 now from the 21.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill.
And Hill is going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he's down to the 12.
Now Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Caldwell. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Harrell.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
54 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control...
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Miami set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From midfield, here's Tua. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Klein.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to pass. Tua. On the screen, this is Eckler. Powers through. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tua.
That's caught, and it's Eckler again.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Tua going to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Two and a throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Klein. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give. Eckler running to the right. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they've wanted to attack.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And here's Zamir White returning to the field.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw.
Harrell. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Here's 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun.
Harrell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Operating from the gun.
Harrell. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Throwing again.
Harrell.
On the left side, a catch by White. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw.
Harrell.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 1st and 10, Harrell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Harrell, Mayer there to bring it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. White will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
To throw on 2nd down. Harrell, flush to his right. Call it a loss of 14 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tua now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense. Maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
He was brought down by Jacorian Bennett. A gain of 14. First down, Dolphins.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got the hook up here to Caldwell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Two and now on first down. And Caldwell's got it over the middle. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll look to throw. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll set up a throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrell, that's caught by Tucker. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Harrell. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off play action. Harrell steps away. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Off the play fake. Harrell gets the check down throw to White. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Harrell. And his pass incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On the move to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
on first down. Harrell. And it's complete to Adams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. White.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Once again, it's White.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on third and goal? And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, but we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Once more, here's Eckler.
He'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This offense on third down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is third and 4.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Eckler, they run left side.
Oh, good move. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. Hold in here, Caldwell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
2nd and 7.
Now Tua. They complete it to Hill.
And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as he's down inside the 15. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
On the return, here's Shaheed. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Operating from the gun, Harrell.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw again.
Throwing the slant, and he finds Mayer. He's still on his feet. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer.
55 yards.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Klein. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now London down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Harrell. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Harrell.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Pass complete. It's Adams. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Finds White.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He finds Mayer here.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
This is 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Harrell. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Dolphins, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next.